Hello everyone!
Hello everyone!
And the car could go to Burlington.
I'm Marco Biagioli.
And I'm Erika Melargo.
So, are you together? No. No? Would you like to be together?
So, we don't know who we are and who we want to become.
Especially me.
So we travel the world, interviewing and bothering people.
A lot.
Hello everyone!
Here we are!
I think that I clapped my hands too hard.
Too hard.
It's never too hard.
It's never too... Oh, nice! Asking them our questions about themselves and their stories.
So you're a director.
Yes.
Where did you? Where does your passion come from? Where did you start? What's your story?
Trying to understand who we are and perhaps the reasons behind our personalities.
What brought you here?
Pleasure.
Pleasure?
Yes,
With
pleasure.
who?
Travel with us if you feel a bit lost in yourself.
Never see so many sausages all together, okay?
Likewise.
Erika!
And you are up for a laugh.
I received a message from the government, right?
Kindness, diversity and truth is what we're looking for.
I have a kick-ass question.
I know, you go for it.
So, have you had a bath in the lake?
Celebrating the paths, adventures and struggle.
Father, how long have you been a priest for?
Some of these stories will inspire you and help you make sense of your life and who you are. It's like I want to become an artist, I want to become an actor. The fact of being respected and... Well, let's get started. So we are at the beginning of the La Bohème, and
Not yet at the beginning. It's
Not the
about
beginning,
it's
yes.
about to start. We just arrived at the car.
we are late. We are very late.
We are very late. We have
I'm so
like-
excited, especially because as Italians, this means a lot for us.
Yes.
Let's start the story properly.
We'd like to remind you to wear a face. You are approaching the end of the escalator.
Restaurant service offering a selection of different drinks and snacks, hot, cold, bev. So if you would like anything to start with, we'll up through the cabin.
Welcome to Belfast.
Are you a professional cab driver or?
I'm retired.
Oh, you're retired.
I'm retired, but I just do this as a sort of a...
For fun.
Well, not for fun, to make some extra money.
Okay. I mean, we are fun.
Yeah, you sound like it.
What's your name?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Tommy. Okay. Is it Tommy like a short for Tommaso?
Yeah. Short for Thomas, yeah.
Oh, for Thomas. Okay, yes. Do you like your name? Oh.
Yeah, well, I've had it for 60 years, so...
you go used to it.
Yeah.
Would you ever change it to Marco?
No, I was christened Thomas, but my friends at school and
Okay.
Well, everybody calls me Tommy, so.
You grew up here in Northern Ireland?
Yeah, about 20 miles.
20 miles from here?
North of here, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever tried living somewhere else?
Living, not really just for work, but
Okay.
I basically have been living here for 60 years, so
Okay, you can't complain.
quite like it.
Okay, nice. So, what's your story? How did you start being a driver? Yeah.
Well, I was a civil servant for nearly 40 years.
Okay.
Then I took early retirement about 5 years ago.
Okay.
What was the craziest experience you had while driving people around in Northern Ireland?
Have you had people kissing in the car?
Oh yes, oh yeah.
Making out a little bit?
Well, I know I turned a blind eye to that.
No. We're not planning on making out now.
Fighting?
Fighting?
Yeah, loads of fighting, yeah.
Loads of fighting.
Really?
Yeah, I had two guys one night and they were different religions. So one was in the front and one was in the back. Then they started to argue. And then the guy in the back had a big ring on his finger. And he just, whoa!
No.
And the blood streaming down his face.
Did you say, no, the seats are in leather?
But yeah, I had to put the other guy out, but I had to take the other guy home and the blood all streaming down his
Oh
face.
my gosh.
You get loads of people who get in for a free ride. They just sort of, no intention of paying.
Oh.
So they get in, then you get to the end, and then they ask you to pull up beside an entry. Then they run down the entry. Bye bye.
They said that they didn't have the money. They
No,
were.
they said they didn't have the money, but then when they got there, we'd pay when we got there, and then.
Oh, right. But how does it usually work? They usually pay you after the ride, once the ride is finished, right?
Yeah, that's normal. That's normal practice. Yeah.
As a procedure. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you ask somebody for the money up front, they get the impression that you don't trust them. So
Of course, yeah.
bad start.
Oh, yes.
I should have asked you for money up front, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I have plenty.
You should have, especially when he asked you to pull out for a bit.
I have a pot of gold with me.
Do you like yourself on camera?
I don't know, I've never seen myself on camera.
You're looking at right now, yeah?
I can't see that far. Looks fine to me.
And do you like he on camera?
Julia loves me on camera.
Oh, yeah,
She has pictures all over her office of me.
I can see. I want to see these pictures. And if we have filmed them, we are probably going to put them now in the
we
video.
need a cutaway here.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, right.
So, today we have the amazing, what's your name?
Cameron Menzies.
Camera Menzies.
Cameron.
Oh, Cameron.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my pronunciation, Camera.
That's right.
It's Cameron Menzies.
Cameron, like the Prime Minister of England, right? No, that's the ex-Prime Minister.
Ex.
Yeah.
Yes.
I follow politics a lot. I missed a couple of events. So Cameron, and you're a director.
Yes.
Why are you dressed in black? Full. Is it like a funeral event? Or?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, every day is like a funeral.
It's nice.
No, I dress in black. I have for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a long, you never wear a color?
Not really.
Okay.
Is there a particular reason? Does it distract you from creativity? So,
No, I just don't like colour on me.
Okay, yeah.
So,
okay.
And your hair as well? Are you coloring your hair in a black, darker color?
No. This is all natural.
Okay, I color my hair. Yeah. Is it fun?
I would be so rude.
Okay, I am. I'm rude of myself. Yeah.
No, just black is black. I don't know.
It's just a choice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we agree. Yes.
Yeah.
And so you're a director.
Yes.
Where did you? Where does your passion come from? Where did you start? What's your story? Yeah.
I started out as an actor and as a singer, and I trained as a singer. And then.
What age are we talking about? Like 5?
Well, no, I started singing probably when I was in my teenage years.
Okay.
And then.
So 14.
Yeah, 14,
okay.
15. And I
you started singing in the shower, was something with
No,
your
I
friends?
I did some shows and thought I would like to pursue this, and then I went to a singing teacher and...
Oh, so you didn't do any formal training before, you just studied straight to the concerts?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But also, but when you're a young singer, you go and have lessons normally, and the singing teachers kind of identify something in you that you don't necessarily know.
Yes.
And I was a countertenor, so I sang quite
Countertenor.
high. Yeah.
Okay.
And so
Can you give us an example?
No. And so that can be the cutaway. You can find a countertenor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I didn't even. No, not that repertoire at all. No, early music. Lots of early
He's
music.
skipping the question.
Like Monteverdi. Lots
Monteverdi,
of
okay.
early music. I just sort of went down that track. I didn't even know what it was called.
Yes.
And then I studied as a singer. But then
You loved it. You kept
I
pursuing.
did, yeah. But then I saw the light and thought, I want to be a director.
What's different? Do you use actors and singers as your puppets? No offense to the singers.
It's very different, but I use everything I learned as an actor and as a singer every day.
Okay.
So I have an understanding of what they're going through, of what singers are doing on stage, of how they have to prepare themselves.
Is there any chance that we can pop in with some songs? Like quit playing games with my... something like that, yeah? Interruption, yeah. With my heart.
At your own risk.
Okay.
Because the singers come this close to you, and it's not far to get to you.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. They'll
Chop
come
our
and
heads
get you.
off,
Yes.
Okay.
We're going completely out of tune.
Have you always sung like opera, or did you went through?
I sang mostly opera. I started in music theatre, but I sang mostly opera.
Okay.
Because my voice type doesn't really lend itself to musical theatre.
Do you do any particular warm-ups before the?
Not anymore. I do nothing.
You could give us an example.
No, I can't. But I use it every day.
Yeah.
I use it every day when I'm working with the singers that I'm on the stage with. So I no longer perform.
Yeah.
I don't perform anymore.
Are you using it a little bit now? Because if I had to replicate your voice, I would go like, it's very deep,
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait till you speak to Graham Danby.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh.
That
yeah.
would be a deep voice.
I felt the pavement, the trembling.
wait
Then
till
I heard his voice.
And you wait till you hear him sing.
Oh my gosh.
It's even bigger.
Did you organize the whole show?
So I run Northern Ireland Opera.
Okay.
And we wanted to present a live performance in 2021 because we haven't been able to do it for 19 months.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. You actually you have been called to the Northern Ireland Opera House in the middle of the pandemic.
Yes.
Is it correct?
Yeah. So I'm the artistic director of the company, and so it means I run the company. I artistically create what we do as a company, and for me, I wanted to do something in 2021. I wanted to do a production that brought opera back to Belfast. And opera back to live audiences.
What do you say back to live audience? Like you were performing, you stopped performing during the pandemic?
Yeah, so for 19 months we haven't been able to do anything live.
Did you perform online?
A lot of online content.
Okay.
We've done films, we've done YouTube things.
Okay.
Everything was filmed and online. So this is the first live audience we've had in 19 months.
Okay. Who's your favorite singer in the group? Someone's laughing.
Because I guess
Myself.
A witty answer. Yeah, come on. Give us something. Yeah.
Do you have children?
Yes, multiple. Yeah.
Which one's your favorite child?
The last one.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. So.
So since you're the creative director, so have you picked each and every singer, each and every actor of the cast?
Yeah. So everything is my responsibility to cast all the shows. We have 32 freelance musicians in the pit. We have 16 choristers. We have a huge crew backstage that no one ever sees. So everybody in the room, everything in the room has been brought into this church by Northern Ireland Opera.
And why have you chosen the Carlisle Memorial Church? For
Well,
this,
I mean, it's so
coming back to life. The live performance.
This is a very iconic building to Belfast. It has a lot of history. It was built in the 1750s and it was known as the Methodist Cathedral. It's no longer a church. It's, as you can see, it's a beautiful shell, but acoustically, you'll hear when you hear the show, acoustically it's absolutely stunning. But
There is
also
a bit of echo. Maybe the echo helps.
a little bit, but when it's filled, like when it's filled with people, an audience, and it's all set in, we've set it in 1920s Paris. I mean, the opera is set in Paris, but we've set it in 1920s.
I wanted to ask you, for every artist, usually it's a big step to tell their family that I'm gonna become an artist. At least from where we're from. When I told my parents I wanna be whatever I'm doing, I don't know. they were what? Yeah,
And what about you? Do they know that you do this?
No, they think I'm an accountant.
The world knows about the family.
Yeah,
Like
so
a Clark
they are
Kent,
not
they sometimes I tell them I'm an accountant, sometimes I'm a vet. But yeah, no, they know nothing.
You just strap your shirt and then you come here.
That's right. Yeah, they think I'm just on safari in Africa at the moment.
You wear with colors, and then you.
Green. I have to wear green in the jungle. No, look, I think what happens when you become an artist is you have no choice.
Yeah.
I had no choice to do this. I studied to be a lawyer for a while, and then was like, I can't do this. This is not what I. This is not what I want to do.
You studied the studies for law?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then ran away to the circus, as it were. And I think
after how long? Yeah, how much did you, like a couple of hours? Yeah.
Yeah, about 4 minutes.
Gonna be a lawyer. Okay, that's it.
But I think this really pulls you, and I think every artist that I work with and I speak with has no other option to do this.
True.
And also I wanted to ask you, you come from Australia.
Yes.
But of course you've directed the most acclaimed opera shows all around the world. And now you are at Northern Ireland Opera House.
Yep.
How do you feel, and what are the influences that you are getting from Highland to your work?
Do you like it? Do you like Ireland?
Yeah, look, it's wonderful. I mean, when I arrived in March, it was completely shut down, so I didn't get a really feel of what the vibe of the city was. Now that the city's woken up, and as you were talking about this morning, there's such a great buzz in Belfast.
There is, yes.
Now that it's all coming back to life, it's nice to sort of be able to bring live performance back. But what I like about Belfast is that I think there's an appetite now to get out, there's an appetite to see things, there's an appetite to come and try something new. We've had a lot of first-time opera goers, which I think is fabulous, because people, I think, wanting to get out and see what is new.
All this appetite makes me hungry.
Yeah. And then, and we've also done a lot of work in Irish song. So we've used a lot of Irish song in our online content. We did a film all about Irish song. So I think what is lovely is to draw on, the long line of historic storytelling through music in this country. And be able to pull it back onto the live stages.
What would be a typical Irish, what would be the storyline of a typical Irish song?
Something cold, hungry.
Okay.
Snow.
Okay.
Beautiful green grass.
Okay.
But if you ask Emma Morwood,
do we have grass in different colours?
Yes, absolutely. It's Irish green.
Red grass.
It's Irish green grass.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. But Emma Morwood, who's from here, will be able to tell you more about those.
Okay. I'll ask around. Yeah.
Yes.
Gosh, you have an amazing voice, and can you talk? Just say anything. Yeah, go.
Just say what something.
Oh my God. How did you develop this voice?
I don't know. I've been singing since I was.
Is how you talk to your father?
I can talk quietly, but that's pointless. No, I've been singing since I was about 6.
Okay.
And I'll be 60 next year, so it's
my
quite
gosh,
a long journey.
You look much younger.
Thank you.
I would say 19.
19, yeah. I like you.
I love you, yes. I mean, I'm busy.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, me too, but we can do
so we like each other.
That's fine, deal.
Nice. So you're a singer, and what's your name?
Graham Danby.
Graham? Graham.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were born and raised here in
No,
Northern Ireland?
I was born and raised in the northeast of England, Newcastle, just outside of Newcastle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you moved?
No, I haven't moved anywhere yet. But I live just north of London. But I've spent a lot of my time in Belfast singing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
so are you permanently living
not
here?
Permanently here, but I will. I've been here for 5 weeks.
Okay.
With Cameron, we hooked up a couple of years ago when he directed Sister Act in London.
Do you like Cameron?
That's a difficult question. I like him enormously.
He's stood up now. Yeah.
I like him enormously because I think he makes things happen.
Oh, nice. Okay, and applause to this to make things happen.
He does.
Sorry, we didn't upload to anything with your interview.
No, he will shake things up here in Northern Ireland in a good way, and he will make sure that opera is for Northern Ireland, not just for Belfast.
Nice.
It will be for the country.
Love that. Yes.
It's very very important.
Communal aspect.
Yes.
And so talking about you, you started singing at what age?
when I was 6.
Wow, okay. What did you sing back then?
Oh, just stuff for little boys, do you know what I mean? And I sang in Newcastle Cathedral, and then...
Can you give us an example?
That was what I sounded like. Now I sound, miei rampolli femminili.
Bello.
Yeah. So, that's...
Rampolli femminili.
Yeah. That's the start of Cenerentola, which Cameron should do at some stage with me and Emma. So that should be fine, But yeah, I've been. It's what I know. It's what I've done.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no.
All of my life. I love my life.
And so, because 6 is such a young age, did you have someone
who was introducing you?
My parents actually. My dad loved singing, and my mum was a decent kind of amateur singer,
she's probably watching right now.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I wasn't decent.
And you put me in for this, but no, and I've just always loved music. I played the piano as well, and also I was a very good rugby player, so I was very sporty when I was younger. Played football, did all of those things, and just.
What about competition? Did you have any competition with other? Are you competitive? With other singers?
Not with other singers, I'm not, but I'm very competitive as a person.
Okay, you want to get there, you
want to be the best.
As much as you can.
Are you a perfectionist?
Just about, I'm really irritating like that it's got to be right. I spend hours on my voice and on the pieces that I sing, getting nuances, because, as I say, I'm old now, so I do character roles and stuff like that, so I do kind of support cast to the main cast. I'm the kind of glue.
Yes, of course.
In a show,
And as an opera singer, which is what you should do mainly, or do you sing pop as well?
No, opera is what I sing. I do a little bit of crossover. I'm also a professor of music as well, so I've done my educational element a little bit.
But do you need to carry on with a certain look as well? Because I don't know, maybe the whole facial hair, the beard, is it something that you don't
listen, do you know what I mean? It's never going to be the love interest, is it? But I am the way I am.
Yes,
And
no, maybe the beard is something that
maybe I don't know.
Because I know the opera singers they tend to have like maybe Pavarotti and Bocelli, they have this.
Yeah. Pavarotti had a beard. But listen, it's just part of me.
Well.
I did up until in the pandemic. Yes. Yeah. I lost 30 kilos.
Okay.
In the pandemic, I just made a program for myself.
So you were bigger before the...
Yeah, I was much bigger. Yeah, much bigger.
Does it help in any way for the diaphragm to be bigger if you weigh 200 kilo?
Interesting question. In that I've had to change my vocal technique ever so slightly since I've lost weight.
Okay.
That's been quite a little bit of a...
You need to push more.
Not push more, but just get used to my new shape.
Okay.
It's been a good journey to have, so I concentrated on losing weight, and my garden now looks fantastic. So
and applause to this to get in shape for your own good. And we have them cheering up.
How many hours did you rehearse with a camera, the whole cast?
Well, for me, I'm only in Act 1 and Act 2, so probably not a massive rehearsal. Yeah, they do actually, they do. But definitely in Act 1 they do. But it's not about the hours of rehearsal from my perspective, it's the quality of the work.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You can even be there for 10 seconds, but you
do good things. Yes. The roles that I play are what you call impact roles. So you come on, bang, off. Same in Act 2, on for slightly longer, but it's impact and support for Musetta. We had an occasion in the dress rehearsal where Emma has to go and throw a plate, and she did throw it, and I didn't catch it, so I have a little bit of a slack eye. So this is very good that I get this on television.
Yes.
This is good that this goes worldwide.
What's the one new influence and new nuance that Cameron gave to you during the preparation for this live performance of La Bohème here at the
He simply gave me an idea for Benoit, my Act 1 character, and Alcindoro, and just let me run with it, which I absolutely love that, because it's trust.
Okay, so run free with your.
Run free with it.
Maybe he was busy. You know, have a run.
No. And he said, run free with this, and I will tell you if it's too much.
Did he tell you?
Was he
Not
watching?
yet. We've still got 2 performances to go.
So it means that you kind of create every single night, right?
Absolutely, I do. And that's what's fantastic. That you're given this kind of mold, and within that mold, you can move about a little bit. You have a little bit of license.
A little bit more around there. Yes.
You can, and the audience takes you different places too.
Yes.
Plus, this also means that we should be on multiple shows, because if you change every single night some of the nuances.
So that means that we should follow you for the next 10 years.
Why not? Why not? I'll come here for the next 10 years and see the difference.
And I think that we should follow you into your house and everything, always with the camera. It's changing right now.
Marvelous.
That's amazing.
I'll have a little think about that.
And in the bathroom, it's changing.
See, what happens? What happens in an opera is that we don't have mics. We are. We don't sing every night. We're not like. It's not like the West End where you've got to be in that spot every single show for 8 performances a week. We have a little bit of license to move and to grow as performers, to grow as characters.
Do you need to rest your voice? Is that why you don't perform every night?
It's humanly not possible to sing big roles without a mic every single day. It's not possible. It's genuinely, I did last year, I did Barbara of Seville in Tel Aviv, and I think I ended up doing 5 performances in a week, and I was beyond exhausted. And my voice was dying.
Yes, I wanted to ask you, because you mentioned you were, before the pandemic, you were a bit bigger. And have you been bigger even when you were younger? And is this something that maybe singing helped you out, because maybe you were a bit shy, I don't know, something like that? Related?
Shy doesn't really spring to mind with me, but bodily, I've always been this size. It's just the kind of Pavarotti element has been, do you know what I mean? But now,
the notes.
Well, Pavarotti always said that he needed to be a big person to be able to produce his sound. When he lost weight, the voice, he didn't like the sound that he made. So,
Bocelli's quite thin.
Yeah, Bocelli is, but then Bocelli's not an opera singer.
It's more a pop.
He's crossover. He's never sung, not to my knowledge, You see, people for some reason see him as an opera singer. I see him as a classical singer, a very, very fine singer. No problems with that whatsoever. But I
sure if you don't like him, we can shut him down?
No, absolutely not. I like the sound. But
and he's probably watching right now. What would you like to say to Andrea?
He will be. Just come over to Belfast and
let's have a talk about this.
Walk up,
Okay, I would like to close, if you want to. With us singing together something, like the beginning of Brindiamo. Can we do that?
Of Brindiamo?
Brindiamo.
Oh, the Brindisi. Libiamo negli lieti calici della bellezza infiora e là fuggevo gloria meglio voluta.
Okay, he's very good there. Sorry for this. I want you to give it a try. Thank you so much for wearing colors. You're an artist.
Thank you very much.
What about the others? Are you mad with them?
I always wear color. Always.
So did you say something to Cameron when it first selected it for Biagioli?
No, I don't own any black clothes at all, but it makes it quite difficult when it comes to packing, because you've got to make sure that everything vaguely
very dark,
kind of ties in with each other.
And if you're an opera singer?
I am an opera singer, yes.
And then, so the black is kind of a dress code?
No, I like to break the rules.
Oh, you break? So they
I like to break the rules.
So when they go black dress, you go pink?
Yeah, I don't actually own a black dress. I had to borrow one for a concert recently because I don't own one, and the dress code was a black dress, and I didn't have one.
Amazing,
So,
I love that. Yeah, and plus, you know, these is this
They're-
exactly the same?
Yes,
The same trouser that you have.
it looks like.
Very.
I think it's exactly the same. I think that she stole it.
My brother says I looked like I was in an explosion in a paint factory.
Colour.
Colour.
I love it.
But it's lovely,
I love
it's
the
lovely.
picture of the paint factory and the explosion.
So, can I ask you? Can you give us a sample of your voice?
Oh no, you'll have to wait until tomorrow.
No,
night.
no spoilers here.
No spoilers,
No
sneak
spoilers.
We
You'll
only-
just have to wait. I come in through this entrance here,
Yeah.
and I make an entrance down these steps, and then you'll get to hear me sing
Oh.
in a fabulous dress.
Oh my God! What color
my
is the dress?
goodness. So the dress is yellow. It was
Okay.
designed by Diana Ennis and handmade. So the underneath dress is yellow satin, and it's kind of 1920s style.
Okay.
And then over the top, we've got the
With a
most
bit of
incredible.
corsetto, maybe.
No corset. It's kind of quite a plunging.
Is it
wrap
revealing?
over. Not really.
Okay,
Only when I
because
buy.
Okay, so we're gonna take some
keep
pictures.
your
There.
eyes
It's boy
out, keep your eyes
now.
out for the boy.
She's boy.
And then over the top, I'm wearing a fabulous kind of velvet coat, which is so
it's velvet.
so beautiful. Velvet. It's kind of green and yellow and
Nice.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
really beautiful. Fantastic.
Green and yellow,
costumes.
very
Yeah.
Brazilian. Yeah.
Yeah, quite Brazilian. A wee bit Carmen Miranda. You know, maybe
okay.
I don't have
I
any
love
fruit
it,
on my
yeah.
head. You know.
But is that when did you start opera? Opera singing, yeah. At what age?
I was 5 and I was doing
Wow.
The Sound of Music.
You were with the other guy.
Graham.
Graham.
I'm a little
Yeah.
bit younger than Graham.
No, I know. No, sorry.
I was 5 and I was Gretel in The Sound of Music in the Grand Opera House in Belfast.
Okay.
When I was only 5, and from then on I always sang, you know, in church choir and
Okay.
did little festivals and things like that. There's quite a big festival culture in
Yeah.
Northern Ireland.
Okay.
And so I did festivals and what have you, and then I went to university and studied classical music,
Okay.
but with voice, piano and flute. So I hadn't decided that singing was what I wanted to do.
Because you were very young, still were you
My voice
supported
hadn't quite
by?
developed, and
Were you supported by your parents? Maybe that were bringing you here and there.
Yes. So
you-
my dad sang a lot.
Okay.
In fact, he sang here in the Grand Opera House in Belfast when Pavarotti had his UK debut, which was 1963. Pavarotti
wow.
sang Pinkerton in Madame Butterfly, which is by Puccini, who also wrote
And in
La Boheme.
1963,
Yes, in
there was no
1963.
pizza around London.
No,
So
they wouldn't have known about Pavarotti at all.
yeah.
But he had his UK debut in Belfast in the Opera House.
Oh, in
and he was
Belfast.
beautiful. He was so slim, and
Yeah.
I
Beard?
recently no beard,
No,
no beard
shaven?
at that time, shaven, black hair.
It was the very
It was the very first time. It
I
was like
love
his
that.
big whir. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you prefer opera in the Italian language or other languages as well? Do you like the tone, the vocabulary?
I like singing in Italian.
Okay.
I love singing in French
Okay.
and German as well. I love singing in Russian.
Okay.
And
Wow.
Czech as well. So we
You
have
Czech
to
as well?
we have to kind of have a basis of most kind of modern languages
Yeah.
that opera is written in. And obviously the opera will be written usually in the composer's mother tongue. Yes. But in a lot of companies in the
Yeah.
UK we would do translations of opera. And that's okay so long as it's a good translation, so long as it's a
And a good
modern
pay.
language.
Well, is it translated?
No one ever
How much is
decided.
it?
No one ever decided to be an opera singer for the money.
Yeah, in the beginning. I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you describe the feeling that you have when
you're
when you're on stage? What your takeaway? What does it feel within your personality and in your life?
There's nothing like the feeling of making a lot of noise with your body.
Oh, you've never been with Erica in the house?
It's
She's
a
angry.
marvelous thing to be able to make a good sound and to create music with lots of people. There is nothing like that feeling. To be on stage here with a spotlight, with people watching and knowing that everyone's on your side, People want you to sing well, people want you to perform well. And when you've got that twinkle in your eye as a performer, and you're in the character, you're in that moment, there's nothing like it. There is nothing like it. It's brilliant. And even we had the Sitzprobe here, which is the time when we sit and we return to the score with the orchestra. First rehearsal with the orchestra on just a few days before opening, and it was overwhelming. I actually had to go into the toilets and have a proper cry.
No.
Because it really got to me. Sitting here.
Are you so experienced?
It's incredible. The feeling of creating this thing with our bodies and with instruments is incredible, and bringing it back to an audience.
Yeah.
In
Do
Ireland.
you ever feel the pressure that from an opera singer you would expect nothing but perfectionism? I would expect, instead from a pop singer, if they go if they go this, it's
you kind of
it's fine.
Exactly, and we don't use auto-tune or microphones. We need to just rely on our bodies.
It's live.
And
it's like an instrument.
Your body.
It is, our body's the instrument. I mean, so many times I wish we could take the instrument out, leave it in a case, go and have a great time down the pub, and then get our instrument back and put it back. But it doesn't work like that.
True,
we need to look after our whole bodies.
And even perhaps keep the energies down during the day for the performance. So when people is talking, you just go.
Because it does take a lot of energy.
Yeah.
It does take a lot of physicality to do this job. And it's important to be fit and healthy.
Yes. What do you eat?
In body and mind. I eat everything, but I do lots of sport.
Okay.
So I swim a lot.
What's your routine? What time do you wake up?
I'm an early riser. I have 2 children,
like
so I have no choice. Kind of 7 o'clock every day. Okay. I have 2 children there in Scotland. They live in Scotland, so I'm here away from my children.
But you're so young, so they've gone quite young to Scotland.
They are. No, they live there. I live there. I live in Scotland.
You live
with
there?
them.
So you're just
Are you
here.
from Scotland or from Ireland?
No, I'm from Ireland. I was born and raised in Northern Ireland, but I moved to Scotland to go to university. And I had my family there, and I'm here for work. So I travel quite a lot for work and leave my children with my husband.
Whereabouts in Scotland?
Just outside Edinburgh, in a place called Roslin, where the Da Vinci Code was filmed.
Okay.
And the Da Vinci Code book was written about. Roslin Chapel.
About.
Yes.
About.
It's a mix of the Irish accent.
No.
Oh, that's quite good.
Really?
You've got a good ear.
Thank you.
No. It's a good Irish word.
Thank you.
I love
What does it mean? No. Now. Okay.
Now.
I even heard instead of pounds is
Pounds.
Pints.
Which looks like
trousers.
Sounds like pint.
Trousers.
Trousers.
Okay.
Don't take your trousers.
You basically
No, put them up.
Yeah.
Put them up.
Pull them up.
Pull them up. Yeah.
You basically switch the vowels. Does it happen also when you sing? Can you spot the accent?
So
when
it's
you
very
sing
funny.
in
If I'm singing in English, I sing with a kind of English accent, unless I'm singing something that I learnt as a child. So if I'm
English,
singing,
you mean British?
English kind of received pronunciation, English accent.
Yes, okay.
So that's what I would do if I'm singing
So would
in
you
the
say
English
water
language.
instead of water?
Water.
Okay.
Instead of
water.
Water.
Yeah.
Water. I had to sing Happy Birthday the other day to my son, and I always sing the words of Happy Birthday in a Northern Irish accent because I've been singing
Let's hear it
from I was a child.
How would it be different?
My son was
Happy birthday to you.
So I sing Happy Birthday to you.
Oh.
See? To you.
To you.
Yeah, it's very Northern Irish.
Plus,
to you.
Oh, to you, yeah. To you is probably the Italian version.
Yes.
To you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The accents. Plus, I mean, happy birthday.
In my head.
Sorry.
No, you go. Sorry.
I was thinking about Happy Birthday, sung by an opera singer that is your mother.
That was
it's the best Happy Birthday ever.
I was quite embarrassed on it was my birthday on opening night. It was my birthday on opening night, and I ended up having had Happy Birthday sung to me 3 times by the cast and the chorus. It was amazing. Best 3 renditions of Happy Birthday I think I've ever heard. With Noah Stewart going on ahead.
Can you do the follow-up, which is very high?
Yes, that's what I do.
And you.
No, I'm not doing it now.
The sample, even other things that are not Lablam. And getting back to Lablam, and which is your role?
So I am singing the role of Musetta, and she is commonly referred to as the tart with the heart. So she's quite flighty and flirty, and she's in love with Marcello. They have a tempestuous on-off relationship. They have a bit of an argument, but you reckon they'll make it up in a very good way as well. And then at the end, she kind of helps with the situation at the end of the opera as well. So it's not, there's kind of two big main roles and then two not so big roles. I'm one of the not so big roles. But it's a perfect role for me, and I love it because I get to have a bit of fun on stage.
Yes.
Graham, who you spoke to earlier, has to take off one of my shoes. So I have to sing quite a lot with my foot up in the air like this while Graham is trying to take my shoe off, and I'm singing on one leg. So
which is a challenge. I mean,
it
not
is
just the singing.
The yoga helps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yoga helps.
You should keep everything right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You see, I know everything. I know the theory.
It's just putting it into practice, isn't it?
I watch the tutorial on YouTube, and then I go. I'm
there's
good
some
to go.
Great tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the downside.
Do you teach? Have you ever taught?
I do teach quite a lot, actually. Yeah, I teach.
What do you use one suggestion that you can give right now to someone that is watching?
To someone that is watching and quite fancies giving singing a go?
Yeah.
Sing as much as you can. Sing in the car and in the shower. Get used to your voice, and try to make sure that you're using your whole body, that it's not coming from here.
Nessun
Sit up straight.
So. Nessun dorma.
Breathe into your belly.
Nessun dorma.
See,
that was different, I think.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I never...
So you got to breathe into your belly.
Yeah. Nice. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I'm a different person now, I think. No, but that was fast. Exactly what.
See.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna cry later.
That's beautiful. I mean, that's the dream.
And what if you have a partner like named Erica? That doesn't like you to.
No.
Doesn't like you to sing.
Okay. If your partner doesn't like you to sing, buy them some ear defenders.
It's good,
Yeah.
I got loads.
No, she likes.
the best
She likes it.
love it.
Yeah,
Listen,
she encourages me a lot.
Yeah.
Not so much. Oh, you can go. Not so much. Okay, yeah.
And Emma, what has been your relationship so far with Cameron while preparing for this launch of
Okay, you together?
Cameron, no, we're not together. I don't think that would work.
I mean, creatively speaking, what's one of the...
So creatively speaking, I was very lucky. This is my debut with NI Opera.
Okay.
I had auditioned for them before, but had never been invited to sing with them. But Cameron, thankfully, invited me to sing in the film that he made back in March, which is going to be in a few film festivals next year. It's called Old Friends and Other Days. And so I was singing in that, and I think Cameron and I really hit it off. We've got similar ideas about performing, about singing, about collaborations, about work ethic. You know, we work well together, I think.
What's the work ethic? Do you
work hard and play hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how many hours per day would you work?
So we've been rehearsing kind of
half an hour,
7 hours a day. We've been rehearsing about seven hours a day. Yeah. While we've been
Can you
here.
keep up so much for so long with your voice?
When you think about it, a rehearsal is we're not just sing. Well, maybe you could try that in a different body angle, or
also
we need
acting.
to go. It's also acting.
You still get tired a bit because you talk.
Yeah, but you get tired in any job, don't you? If you're talking, if
No.
you're working on telesales all day, you get tired.
True. Oh yeah, of course,
It's similar to any job in that respect. It's
always better.
tiring, but it's great. And you know, yes, it takes you away from your family. I now haven't seen my children for 4 weeks. My husband and son currently have coronavirus.
Some parents would say that this is a relief.
Oh well, it feels like a bit of a holiday for me because I love my job. I'm here doing what I love to do.
Yes.
And that's
you see,
nice.
I love this. You need to be in love with what you're doing. Yes.
Do what you love.
Yes,
I love
absolutely.
What you do.
Yeah. And I post this.
London Opera.
Yes.
old opera pieces. Do you have a favorite one?
I think La Bohème is definitely up there in my favorites, in my list of favorites.
And is there a different technique from old opera to the new one?
Ooh, it definitely calls for a different type of singing. So when you come to something like La Bohème, the musical lines are very long and legato and fluid, and you only get to sing the words once. In Puccini,
the words once.
You only get to state the words once. Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas in opera like Monteverdi, Vivaldi, even into Mozart, it requires a little bit more flexibility in the voice, so things move a little bit faster, and you say the words.
Could it be an example?
Many times.
So, like if you say, "and the house," and that would be maybe the old one, and then in the flexibility you go, "and the house."
Yeah, and you would sing many notes on the word house, and then you'd sing the word house again, and then you'd probably sing it again. So in older opera, the words tend to be repeated a lot more, whereas as we come into the Romantic period and into more modern, it's generally just
amazing.
The libretto is done through.
It's like a little bit simplified, if I can use this word, because of course it's not simple, but yes. I love that.
Thank you for sharing this with us.
You're very welcome.
It's a nuance.
Yes. You can warm up. When I ask you to sing something, you probably
maybe
got these so far, yeah.
I'm resting my voice, you see.
Okay.
We are here with Petra Wells.
Petra?
Yes.
Okay, where is this name from?
I think my parents just sort of opened a baby book and just said, "Yep, that one."
Yes, Petra. Yeah.
Like there's no
Russian. You're not part of the Russian mafia.
No. Although I did go on holiday to Slovenia once, and they said, "Oh, are you from here?" I was like, "No."
You're not from here.
No connection. No connection.
No, and I don't like you. Okay, and so you're an opera singer.
Sort of.
Oh, sort of. Okay.
No,
you studied opera.
No, I didn't. No, I studied law at university. Yeah.
Okay.
This is my second job. I'm a solicitor.
Okay, and so you just happen to have an amazing voice.
Well,
you didn't study opera.
How did you start?
You're performing a concert.
I started because I had piano lessons when I was younger, and one of the exams for the piano exam was you had to sing a note back, and we were practicing that, and my piano teacher said, "Oh, you should get lessons," and that was when I was 11 and never really turned back. So
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he was talking. Maybe you were not playing properly. I was like, you know what, you should sing.
To be fair, I gave up piano not long after that, so maybe that was his plan.
That's what maybe he meant, you know.
Yeah.
You should be an actress.
Yeah.
You know?
Petra, you are from Belfast.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
So you were grown up here?
Born and raised in Belfast, absolutely. My dad grew up just down the road, and so.
Have you ever gone anywhere else, like explore the other countries?
Have you performed in other countries?
Yeah, I was very lucky. I was part of the Ulster Youth Choir, which is now the Youth Choir of Northern Ireland, I think. I was very lucky to be able to perform in 2 proms with them in London, and we also went to Switzerland. I've sang with the choir in Kenya, so I've been very
Kenya.
Yeah.
You've been in Kenya singing.
Yeah, my singing. it's if anyone's wondering whether they should get into singing, do it, because it will give you so many opportunities to travel the world. Absolutely.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this.
So
it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that I have of Kenya, I know that there was loads of people, you know, I was imagining lions and the cheetah.
Well, we went to the safari, so it was fantastic.
Probably during the concert, you have like jaguars jumping.
No, it wasn't quite like that.
With the audience, yeah. Or maybe while you're singing, you need to look at yourself, you know. Nessun dorme, you go with the. Sorry, that's silly of me.
It's all different experiences.
All different experiences. Maybe Shimpa, you know, like.
And, actually, talking about performing in peculiar experiences, in peculiar locations, was this the first time that you performed in the Carlisle Memorial?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever been in it. I've never been in it before, and I've always seen it from the outside, but I never thought anything of it. But now being in here and being in it whilst it's this, shell, like Cameron said, and with the set, it's just beautiful. It really is beautiful. And if you look, like even behind the camera, there's a beautiful mural on the back is stunning.
I'm probably looking at the footage right now.
Yeah, it's a really special space.
It is, yes.
We've had the opportunity to sing in. So.
How did Cameron pick you? Did he came to your solicitor's office? Or
I can see that you and Cameron, you share the same outfit roughly.
For black.
You go black and white.
I decided to hang up the purple suit today.
How did you meet him?
I did. I've worked with NI Opera before, and there was a production of De Fledermaus in September 2019.
Okay.
And I was in that. Absolutely loved it. So I think on my CV that was there. So that must have just been how it came about. So I was completely honoured to be asked and to be part of this incredible production. So
was this
we didn't mention it, but Cameron asked us as well to be singers.
Oh yeah.
Just we were busy. So
that's okay. That's okay. So, at least you'll be able to see it tomorrow. That's fine. That's fine.
And is this your first time working with Cameron Menzies?
Yes, it is. It's really incredible. One of the first, we had a music rehearsal first with our conductor Rebecca. She's fantastic.
Did you cry when he asked you?
No.
I forgot.
No.
What did you say do you work as a lawyer in an office for a firm?
Yes, so I've just qualified as a solicitor 3 weeks ago actually.
So what did you say to the office?
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats on this. And of course, so what did you say to the office when you got booked for a concert?
Oh, well, they're very supportive. They're incredibly supportive. They actually.
Do you sing in the office as well?
We
never knew cause.
No. They were very supportive because when we did De Fledermaus, my whole department and my boss came to see it.
Yeah,
so they're very supportive.
Yeah, I was there. I said yes.
Yes. No, they're very supportive, and every time I tell them, they always ask me about my singing all the time.
Do they come see you?
Not to this one, because there's such a small audience, so weren't able to. But no, they're incredibly
just
supportive.
me and Erica.
Yeah. But no, I am very lucky because I understand that a lot of places, not even law firms, a lot of places wouldn't give them the time of day, wouldn't give you the opportunity to do this outside of the office, but they recognise that this isn't a hobby, this is work for me, and they're very appreciative of that.
So I would like to go, because I sense that there is something that you maybe, is this something that you wanted to do instead of studying law?
Well, this is quite interesting because when I applied, because I never applied to do singing at university, I just thought I was just never at the level that other people were. And when I got my offer to study law, my mum was essentially like, "Oh, but you're not giving up singing though, are you?" And I said, "Oh, no, of course not." So it's something I've always been able to do. And they say, "Oh, that sort of cliche movie thing. Oh, I have to choose this or I have to choose this."
Yes, I know. My parents are watching right now, and they think that I shouldn't do this.
I'm so privileged that I get to do both, and I can't believe I'm in that position.
Would you leave?
One of the two.
Oh no, I don't ask me that.
Would you leave to become an opera singer full time? You'll be traveling the world. You come to Rome.
Ask me again in 5 years. I don't know just yet.
So you can choose right now. You're giving 100% of yourself to both of them.
Yes, absolutely.
What's the feeling that you have while you're singing on a stage?
It's incomparable to anything. To be honest. You
have to be honest. This is this platform where we don't lie.
You were saying about people in the previous interviews about people getting emotional. I actually was very emotional on the first night, because, well, first of all, the performance on stage at the final of the performance is just incredible. I was sitting inside stage and I was just so overwhelmed. So I was getting emotional from that.
Actually, I'm about to cry now. I think I feel it for tomorrow.
I've got a tissue here. I've got a tissue. But then coming on stage...
Actually, if you have it, I would use it, because I was kind of...
and then coming on stage and seeing like a relatively small crowd of people, because that's all we can have, clapping, and then they started standing. It was so much to take in after so long being off. Where the arts are forgotten. The arts are totally forgotten and underappreciated, that we aren't.
So is it also why you were maybe not just for your qualities, maybe is there a lack of opera singers around in
Northern
Belfast?
Ireland, would you say?
I think it's rather than the lack of opera singers, it's the lack of Northern Ireland Opera are one of the few people and few companies who really nurture young talent in Northern Ireland. There's not enough companies like Northern Ireland Opera to nurture them.
Of course, yes, yeah.
So
It's interesting. It's a really an opportunity for anyone that wants to develop this market. Really.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if you're watching, you want to do something.
you want
First,
to-
you can hire Petra
Yes.
for singing. Not as a lawyer, but for singing.
Okay, and then come to Northern Ireland, then start from the Northern Ireland Opera House in this case, because to be nurtured when you are so young, that's so important.
Oh yes, definitely. And
To develop your
there's so
craft.
many opportunities as well for performances that are just, people don't know that they're there, and it's fantastic. They really are, and they're so special. They really are so special. They have a studio program, and it's not even just young singers. It's also conductors and stage management, and all of the people in the studio, I understand, are a part of this production, and it's so special that they're given that opportunity to be a part of this production.
Amazing.
I wanted to ask you on the side, because you're between two professions, it's very interesting.
Yes.
Would you suggest something in particular to someone that is in between professions? Would you suggest to focus just on one profession, or would you suggest to keep doing two professions?
If you have the support, I don't see why.
Is it an
can't do
emotional
both.
support or is it a financial support?
Well, both. Emotionally and professionally, in my work as a solicitor, my firm are so supportive. My family is incredibly supportive, and I'm lucky enough that I'm able to, support myself financially through this.
Yeah.
So if you have that support behind you, absolutely do both. You don't have to give something up. If you
I
love
forgot
something.
to ask you you give us a sample of your
No,
voice.
so I'm saving.
Can you give us a...
Resting.
I'm resting for it. You'll see it tomorrow night, sure. You'll see it
What
tomorrow
was
night.
the beginning of that? Si lo so, amore che io e te.
Keep going, keep going.
Is it
I don't have to say, you can go.
She
ahead.
won. She's resting. We can take anything out of her.
Beautiful.
No,
Beautiful.
I know. She's probably horrified.
She will cry after.
No, but I love it. The fact is that I love it. Sometimes I sing under the shower, and then my neighbors call the local authorities.
Yeah.
Because
Noise
they
complaint.
can't take it no more. And solicitors, like yourself. And
Exactly.
all they come at my door, all together, fighters. They call everyone to make me stop. Okay, yeah, that's why I wanted to have a sample. But no sample?
No,
Shall I
you'll
pay
see
you?
tomorrow night. You'll see. You'll see tomorrow.
What's your role in La Bohème?
So I'm part of the chorus. So La Bohème is very special in that it's such a beautiful opera, and the chorus scene is so special. We appear in Act 2, and it's Christmas Eve, and we're in the market. It's all hustle and bustle, and it's great. And I think what's really special about this production is that it's very easy for companies to focus on the principals and have principals be given their backstories and everything, and that's great. But sometimes the chorus can be forgotten about. Right, you're just here and just sing. Whereas we were given individual stories.
Yeah.
So it's a small chorus, but each of us was like, right, okay, this is your story, this is your background, this is why you're here, and everyone is given something different.
Have you ever tried to go, no, you know what, even though I was told this, I'm going to go in another direction?
No, because I was happy enough. It was part of grand role. Like what was it you were going to say? What was it?
What's the background that you've been given?
So I'm a seller. So I have this thing called a T-bar, which is it's like a wooden beam with another wooden beam on top of it, and I have like necklaces and hats and lace that I sell to people. So I'm not the most glamorous person on stage now, but that's my story. I sell products to people on the street. And Mimi sings about the La Cuffietta Rosa, which is pink hat. I sell her the pink hat. So that's you'll see that tomorrow night. So everyone has their individual stories, and that's mine, and that I sell, necklaces, bracelets,
Yes.
that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I love that.
I think I'm satisfied with the
Good. Now
questions.
it's, I'm just
it's all
looking
about
forward
tomorrow
to
now.
to see you tonight.
How is going to
Listen
be
to your
your
voice and
costume
watch it.
tomorrow?
What's my costume like?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll see that tomorrow.
I'll see that tomorrow.
See it.
No anticipation.
No spoilers.
No
there.
spoilers. I
yeah.
want you to properly cherish it.
Yeah, we came here for to give something unexpected.
Get a sneak peek, but we will
Yeah.
be just tomorrow.
Okay, so and do you like Cameron?
Of course.
Of course.
She's fantastic.
The interview is part about Cameron. Every interview. And who's your favorite member of the cast?
Me? No, joking. Joking. No, everyone's so great. Like honestly, it's very rare that you get. And this sounds so cheesy, but it's very rare that you get a group of people that are like-minded and just generally just nice people. And it's just
what
so
about
lovely.
us?
Perfect. Love it. I had so much fun. Hands down, I have never had so much fun in an interview.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
So can you repeat that on camera? I confirm that Mark and
I confirm they're the best interviewers ever, and I'm the best interviewee.
Yeah, we confirm that.
There you are. There you are.
To love each other. So we are at the beginning of the Labo Hen, and
Yet at the beginning, it's about to start. We just arrived at the Carlisle.
we are late. We are very late.
We are very late.
I'm so excited, especially because as Italians, this means a lot for us.
Yes.
And let's see what Cameron has come up with the rest of the cast. Is amazing.
Yes,
A brilliant mind.
Absolutely. And we haven't said that we are at the Carlisle Memorial Church, which was chosen by Cameron to bring back to life opera and La Bohème.
He consulted with me first. I approved, and that's why we chose this location.
Exactly,
I say we, but it was me actually.
It was a deal.
It was a sort of
or
deal.
compromise.
Yeah, I said you choose that one. Okay,
but
let's go in.
Here we are, and we should go now.
Yes.
There's Musetta.
Ciao! Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, Rebecca.
Sì.
Rebecca, you were absolutely fantastic. I've seen just the back of your.
Yes.
I didn't know that you had a face.
Well, here it is. I do.
Here it is, yeah. And it's extraordinary.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for your performance. And how long did it take for you to? Did you orchestrate it, all the other people as well, all the flutes and the violins?
I rehearsed them.
You rehearsed them.
So we rehearsed.
Okay.
But the orchestration is from Puccini. He wrote.
From Puccini. Okay. Yeah, no, but did you instruct every single one?
Yes. Yeah. Well, we rehearsed.
Do you get angry? Do you get angry? Do you ever say, no, you should go higher, or you should?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But in a polite way.
No, of course. Yeah.
A firm and polite.
Not in an Italian way, like
Depends.
Okay. Are you a good teacher?
Yes. Yes, because
Are you firm but?
Firm but full of love.
Lovely. This is so nice. And you come from? Where are you from?
I'm originally from Australia, but I live in Germany.
Okay. Why did you move to Germany?
For music. Because in Australia, everybody loves sport.
Okay, yeah.
So I thought,
except you said,
I thought I'd try Europe, and Germany looked nice, so why not?
Yeah.
And I've been there for 15 years.
Okay. You think Germany is the best in Europe for this?
It's close to everywhere, so you can just travel.
Yeah, it's in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, and my husband's German.
I mean, yes. No, I was gonna ask you out, but I mean, now that you told me you have a husband,
I do.
And you neither, yeah, so you're out. Rebecca, are you satisfied with the performance tonight?
Yes, tonight was an excellent performance. I think the guys on stage we had a couple of days off in between the last show and tonight, and I think they just came with this amazing energy tonight.
Is that the original script has been adapted, like maybe the words are in the more modern Italian rather than the
No, this is how it was conceived by Puccini. Yeah.
Okay, the original, fantastic.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Satisfying. Yes. Do you have any questions for me?
No. Thanks,
No, you don't care about anything. You don't want to know anything about me. It's just. I'm with Erica. I'm not seeing us. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Rebecca.
Thanks for coming.
Nice me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rebecca.
It's my pleasure. That was hilarious.
Emma.
See.
You were beautiful. Oh my gosh, and the dress. And, I mean, the bow. Oh my gosh. The bow was as promised.
Well, sorry
Hello,
for joining
Erica.
you now.
Just jumping in.
Hello, sorry. It's the vibe of the behind the scenes.
Erica, we're working here, okay?
Sorry. She
And I
mentioned your wife, so I thought I was cool.
You did the right call, I guess. Love your dress. This dress
Thanks
as well.
very much. Thank you.
And it's fantastic.
It's a good one. So
You're singing. All of. Erica, you probably can.
It's an instrument.
Yeah, it's an instrument.
All, as opera singers, our instruments
Where does it
are
come?
body.
Does it come?
It comes from the tips of my toes.
The tips of the toes. Oh my gosh. It's a trembling.
Yeah.
Oh
well,
my
you
gosh.
know, it is that kind of thing.
I don't know what are we talking about.
And your movements.
Oh, thank you.
That we got from you.
Let's go a little bit closer to the guy. Yeah,
It's a great role. I love it. It's brilliant because I get to really play. And that's what we're doing as singers and actors. We're
I love
playing.
the pronunciation of your words.
Oh, thank you.
And how long did it take for you to learn the proper Italian pronunciation?
Not that long. At music college, we had to study Italian.
Okay.
And I was very
Buono.
lucky. Grazie. And I was very lucky. I went to Rimini and I studied
To
Italian.
Rimini.
Rimini, sì. And ho studiato con Mirella Freni.
Ah, Mirella Freni. Yeah.
Sì, with Mirella Freni, and she was awesome. She was absolutely brilliant. And so I spent a month in Italy with her, studying with her, and with a few other teachers, and it was amazing. So Italian is, I'm quite happy with Italian. I'm a bit happier with French.
You can totally be happy with Italian. We can tell. We were amazed by your performance.
Thanks very much.
And I love the fact. I love even the expression. Like someone was doing this. I love this.
It's very Italian.
It's very Italian. Like,
very Italian. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be passionate. That's what
it was
Italians are.
Yes. We're passionate now.
I was saying we wanted to jump on passionate. Never anything in half measures.
Guys, this is the hottest interview that we have ever done. I think I can feel it from the tip of my toe. I feel it all. Emma, be fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just a pleasure.
Grandiosa Emma.
Mille grazie.
Grandiosa Emma.
Grandiosa Emma.
Cameron, where have you been the whole show? We didn't see you.
We were looking for
You disappeared with your golden blazer.
I was sort of hiding in the bits in the sides.
Oh.
Really?
Where were you hiding?
Seated or standing?
Bit of both.
Bit of both?
Bit of both.
Okay.
I get a bit walky. I have to walk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, walking. So you were like this,
Yeah.
a bit biting your nails.
A little bit on this side, a little bit on that side.
Oh, yeah.
Then I sat down for a minute, and I stood at the back for a minute, and then did my thing. Yeah, just watching.
And how do you feel now?
How do you feel? Yeah.
Great. It was a great show tonight. It was a really. I mean, they're always great, but they're always different because it's live theatre.
Yeah.
It's always so different, and tonight was just a really exciting night.
Are you happy with everyone? Are you gonna fire anyone?
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
No, gosh, no, not firing anyone. No, it's just it just sort of all. I think everyone's had 2 days off as well.
Yeah.
So everyone comes back slightly fresher, and it just really fired off the stage tonight.
I loved the pronunciation of the words from the actors. It's amazing. I think that everyone should come and see and hear the pronunciation of another language.
Yeah.
Was this the first time that you were performing in Italian or another language that is not English?
For me?
Yeah.
No, I work in a lot of different.
I know that Erica didn't.
No, just I mean, working in opera, you work in a lot of different languages, and mostly Italian, French, and German.
Okay.
But there's a lot of Russian operas. There's some Czech operas.
Okay.
There's a lot of amazing different languages that people
You can
sing
understand everything. You correct everyone.
No, I can't. But my French and my German and my Italian are my strongest.
Okay, nice.
But singers learn.
Molto buono.
Yeah, singers learn how to pronounce. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm Australian. But yes, singers learn how to pronounce words.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily about speaking the language, but you learn the sounds.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then you get the feeling.
Yeah, and then you work with vocal coaches and you work with conductors and directors and shape the language.
Okay, what about the costumes? Are those and the scripts as well? Is everything in the original?
No. So originally this piece is set in about 1890.
Okay.
But we've set it in the 1920s.
1920s, okay.
Yeah, so just after World War One.
Yeah. Is the script adapted as well? Did you change any of the words?
No, we didn't change any of the words or any of the musical notes or anything. We don't change anything.
Okay.
But I interpret it. So I make it.
Okay.
I make it what I think. And I make it about.
So you make out some words, yes.
Well,
okay, tell days.
Well, I guess I put the subtext in things.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So we work out what I.
Because we spotted some of the words.
Yes.
Were very archaic, very from the past.
Yes. Yeah. Because it's written. Of course, it's written a long time ago, and so I guess it's a similarity to English, like Shakespearean English.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's not conversation Italian.
Exactly. Like
you know, and it's not like you would speak that Italian sitting around the table in a cafe now.
Yeah. Not exactly.
Yeah. But plus we wouldn't sing in the Italian cafe. No. Give me the coffee.
I think you might sing.
You know what? I might do it, you know. But you know, it's a fantastic experience because it's something completely different to anything that you would see in theater.
Exactly.
It's see people at the beginning. I think if it's a bit of time that you haven't seen such this type of opera.
Yeah.
Opera in terms of a concert, you know. Maybe you might think, oh, it's kind of weird that they're just talking, singing.
Yes. Yeah.
But then it gets you. It becomes normal, and it's an amazing.
And it becomes all involving, and
yes.
You start having goosebumps.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that's what's interesting about opera is that the characters aren't singing. The characters are talking. Only in Act 2 when Mimi sings her aria and the light clicks on her.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's actually singing. So that character is singing in the cafe. It's the only time that anyone's truly singing in the opera, but they're all the characters are talking. The actors are singing.
Yeah.
I love that. The characters.
Yeah.
I love this.
Camera, I would like to know, since you are the director, where in which elements have you been more prominent? Where do we see camera? Oh, that's no, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Because you leave your stamp on things, right?
Yes.
Well, it's
as I'm leaving my signature here.
Yeah.
Which is something that I embarrass myself basically.
Well, I think the problem with directing is that if I'm visible, I've done a bad job. If it looks like it's just spontaneous and it's happened, I've done a good job. But I work very closely, like all the staging and all the set that you see, the design of the piece is all mine. So my idea was to put the passerelle around, and the orchestra in the different sections and have the stage. So that's all my idea.
Okay.
And all the seating bank and everything, and then the set concepts are all mine, even though someone else designed it. Any questions about opera, about coming to an opera, if you're worried about what an opera going to for the first time is like.
Okay. Dressing up, how should we do it? Pyjama? Is pyjama allowed?
Can we come
Absolutely.
any dress code?
You can come in jeans and a t-shirt.
I think this should change. opera. It was used to be for like Papillon and everything.
Yeah.
And now make it available to everyone.
Yeah,
might be nice.
But it's this is what this church is about. It's you walk into an old decaying church.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you've got shorts and a t-shirt on. Yeah. You can still come to the opera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's change the word and help out Cameron as well, and
to change it, to keep
help
changing
out.
it.
I mean, follow him and contact. Help us out. Help me.
Help us all out.
help Marco. I mean, this is a cry for help on camera. Guys, love you so much.
How do you cope?
I don't know.
I cope every single day.
I can tell.
She has a statue in the house. Love you so much, and Cameron, love you so much.
Thank you. Cameron Menzies, La Boheme, Northern Ireland Opera House. Come and see it in Belfast, Callan Memorial Church.
Ciao belli. You can say ciao belli.
Ciao belli.